back to Real Reviews. This is Cody Williams, and we're here to talk about the movie The Notebook. It is one of the most revered romance stories brought to the big screen that most have come to love. It has been around since 2004, but I have only seen clips where it has been referenced in other movies and parodies used in television commercials. After all these years, I finally got the hankering to watch this movie in its entirety, and lo and behold, I said to myself, well, that was a movie. I just wasn't overly impressed with it, and I didn't think it was all that like some made it out to be. I know movies are subjective from person to person, but this movie, it didn't do anything for me at all. Before we get any further with this, let's talk about the movie's story. The Notebook follows an elderly gentleman who reads a story for this woman in a nursing home who is suffering from dementia. The story he reads from this notebook describes two young lovers named Allie Hamilton and Noah Calhoun, who wind up meeting each other at an evening at the carnival. Allie's wealthy parents don't approve of their relationship because Noah comes from a poor background and winds up relocating their daughter in hopes of separating them forever. Afterwards, while waiting for Noah to write her for several years, Allie meets and gets engaged to this other guy named Lon. Allie, with her new somewhat remaining love for Noah, eventually catches up with him to check up on him to see if he's okay. Apparently they still both have feelings for each other, and Allie has to make an ultimatum on who she loves more, Noah or Lon. The movie often switches going from the older couple in the nursing home, which is supposedly to take place in current day, I presume, and the story that's being told from the Notebook, which takes place over the span of several years, I'm sure everyone has seen this by now, so I'm going to go ahead and talk about the major plot point reveal in the movie. The old couple in the nursing home is the same couple in the story from the Notebook that's being told. He's telling their life story to his dementia-ridden wife. If that doesn't hit you right in the feels, then something is wrong with you. The way that dementia is portrayed in this movie is just terrifying and genuinely sad. Gena Rowlands and James Garner both play the older couple perfectly. Sadly, the performances are the only best part of the movie. Don't get me wrong, Ryan Gosling and Rachel McAdams play the younger version of the couple good as well, but I just didn't like how their younger versions were written. I didn't read the book, so I don't know how accurate their characters were portrayed, but I think Noah is a manipulative psychopath for contemplating suicide to get Allie to go on a date with him after hanging from a bar on a Ferris wheel. Yeah, he's a complete wackadoodle, and I don't understand why Allie chose him over Lon to begin with. James Marsden plays Lon, who's the soldier who Allie becomes engaged with till later on in the movie. I felt he would have been a better choice for Allie because Lon actually treated her well, unlike Noah. I actually had sympathy for Noah and Allie for when they were in their elderly years in the nursing home because of their deteriorating health. I just had no care for them when they were both in their younger years. I had no attachment to their overall characters, and I thought they had very little development. I mean, there is some good things that this movie has to offer that I actually liked. You have great exterior scenic shots filmed in location in South Carolina. The cinematography is visually stunning, and performances by everyone were just splendid. Other than that, nothing else comes to mind. I may be reiterating myself here, but what I despise about the overall movie were the characters and how they were written. If they were better in the book, something must have gotten lost in translation when transferring it to film because I was not convinced with them. I just simply gave no craps to the younger versions of their characters because they were just completely void of any attachment. However, the older versions of the characters I actually liked. Overall, I thought it was just an okay movie at the best. I thought it wasn't the best and the worst romance movie either. If the movie screenwriter could have spiced up the characters somewhat, I feel the movie could have been improved greatly. That's just my opinion, so don't attack me. I wanted to like the movie, don't get me wrong, but I just wasn't overly impressed with it. It just felt average to me. I give this movie a C. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel. Keep up with my real reviews.